Truckmaster and Rust Belt Mechanic had teamed up to bring you guys this awesome giveaway. Go to truckmasterdiesel.com. Every one purchase is one entry to win. Or go to the Truckmaster YouTube channel and click the donation button. Every entry into that is also an entry to win the HSP bundle kit. Don't waste any time.
So I'm headed to HSP Diesel. I'm excited to show you guys this, the fastest LML build in history. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But before we get started, I did want to talk really quick about that giveaway that you guys just saw here in the beginning of the video. It is Rust Belt Mechanic's old setup, okay, for his LBZ Duramax. He actually just hopped into a new setup, which is a twin kit from HSP, so now he has 2 turbos instead of 1. So if by chance you do win the kit, it is a used kit, although it's in very good condition. It does not come with the LB7 style up pipe as well as the coolant bypass tube, so you would end up having to purchase that. But the hard part is finished there, because if you do in fact win this kit and you just have to buy an up pipe and a coolant bypass tube, I'm not gonna lie, I was highly considering installing it on my truck before we decided to do this giveaway. But in order to register, of course, as you saw here in the beginning of the video, you have to go to my website, which is truckmasterdiesel.com. For every one purchase is a entry in for this. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to HSP Diesel. I am so excited to get this content out to you guys. Enjoy. So it looks like we have a valve body sitting on the table here. I got the man, myth, and the legend here, Ryan.
Well, we got customer came in and he was having some codes in his transmission. So what we're doing is we're going through his valve body for him, cleaning all the debris and everything out of it. Hopefully just buying him some time. He is eventually going to need a new transmission with the clutch material that we found stuck down inside the valves. So hopefully we get him through the winter with this, and we'll be doing a trans build for him in the spring.
Awesome. Any ideas on what kind of application of transmission he should be going with his build?
We're going to do the 650 horse HSP trans build with a Suncoast converter.
Okay, are we going single disc, triple disc? Or?
Triple disc is the only way.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree. Because
the biggest thing with the single disc is they don't have a billet stator in them. So I always like using the billet stators. That way the guys can actually go out and use the trucks and not worry about damaging the stator in the converter. So everything always gets the billet stator. That way you can use them.
What are your thoughts on the Transgo Junior Shift Kit?
I put them in every build that I do. They work real nice. And then also the trim valves. They offer different springs for these 3 trim valves here. And those really make a nice improvement as well.
I'm here at Diesel's R Us. No, seriously though, I'm here at HSP Diesel in Memphis, Michigan. Actually, it's kind of funny because my buddy Troy stopped by with his friend Trevor.
How's it going?
You guys remember him? We did that video on the 12-valve Cummins.
In the wood stove.
In the wood stove, yeah, of course. I really appreciate you stopping by for that one. That was really helpful for me when I did install videos in my garage in the winter.
Yes, sir.
That's really cool. But it was kind of neat that I saw him, because we're going to do a future video on his 12-valve Cummins that just hit how many miles?
400,000.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So look forward to that video, guys. But another segment here that I'd like to highlight, not too sure, looks like a classic body style, something going on right here. A lot of fab and custom work here. But more importantly, we have an LML Duramax here. And I was just speaking with Ryan and Joe, which is the owner here at HSP, on what's going on with this truck. And it is a customer's truck, but I want to get more involved on the why and what the heck is going on here, because this is absolutely amazing. You guys have seen Joe here. Now, he is the owner and founder of this company here at HSP in Michigan. And of course, Ryan, you guys have seen Ryan on these videos multiple times. And you guys have seen some future videos with Ryan. He is like the brains, the mastermind around here when it comes to a lot of the fabrication that goes on, and some of the best here in the nation. So Ryan, I know that we were just discussing this build right here. What is the goal here, man?
So we're hoping to make some big power and keep this thing quite drivable. So what this guy has going on is we have a Precision 76 mil turbo in the Valley, and then we have a Precision 94 mil Pro Mod feeding into it. We did all 3.5-inch intercooler piping on this kit to really let it breathe. It's got the Vibrant HD quick release clamps to make it real nice to service. So we're hoping for some big numbers on this.
What numbers do you think you're willing to achieve here on this LML build?
Well, we think we can achieve 1600 pretty easily.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it should run pretty good. I mean, we're hoping for a 1-to-1 drive to boost ratio on it, and we're just excited to see what it does.
Definitely. Now, you guys realize that we are in a shop, so there's a lot of background noise, so I do apologize. But this is pretty informative stuff right here, because you know we have a twin kit that you guys have custom fabricated.
It's fully custom. None of this is production parts. It's running a Wagler twisted pedestal with a Wagler intake, so everything is hand built. It's nothing that we offer right off the shelf. Everything from the turbo placement all the way to the intercooler piping is fully custom.
So, if you don't mind me speaking, Ryan, I know this is a very loaded question, but what kind of modifications will this need to go in order to achieve that possible 1600 horsepower from the motor all the way to the trans?
It's got to be a full build. Everything from the best of the best inside the motor to the best of the best in the transmission. This customer is actually Wright Bros Customs. These guys are handling everything from the motor and the trans. We're just supplying them with a turbo kit on this build, so we're really stoked to see what it'll make.
Kind of diverting from the attention of this awesome build right here, I did want to talk to you about the fastest LML in history, I guess. You guys actually built this thing?
We did.
So what kind of material is that?
So this is actually a forged piston made by CP. This is the latest and greatest. This is part of their new hybrid rotating assembly. And the hybrid means that it's actually going to have a longer rod to improve the piston to rod angle, to take a little bit of stress off the rods during the combustion cycle. It's a really nice piece, fully coated with valve reliefs. The bowl's a little bit shallower, so that's why they're not really intended for street use. The other thing with the forged pistons is the ring lands tend to wear out on the forgings. With this new setup though, Carrillo's claiming 80,000 mile service life on these pistons. Alright guys, so showing you the importance to having all the right components in your build. So this customer, this is the world's fastest LML. It came in with just basically a mild build that we're doing, and we just kept pushing the envelope on this truck. So these are actually a Mala race cast piston with the valve reliefs. And you can see we started cracking all 8 pistons. I don't know if you can get in on that. And we're actually on test drive after just doing a new transmission. And we actually finished off one of them. And we actually built up enough crankcase pressure to actually push the rear main seal clean out of the block. So this is now getting the new Carrillo CP hybrid rotating assembly, and it should be able to handle the power now.
What was the track times on that LML?
This LML we ran a 1081 at 135, and the truck still weighs 8,000 pounds.
So Joe, you must be pretty proud of yourself to have that title of the fastest LML build in the world. So that's pretty cool, and I know it's here for some carnage, I guess, stuff going on here in the shop.
We cracked all 8 pistons. The motor that was in it was the customer came in 3 years ago and was looking for just basically a good running 800 horsepower LML, and did a built motor for him, and we did a cast piston because he is going to be still driving on the road quite a bit. And through the years, we've just kind of continued to progress, and the motor has done awesome. I mean, he's got more passes than we can count, and a lot of just regular driving on it. And we finally got to the point where we were able to hit, I want to say like a 1081 or so ish in the quarter, which should put us at the quickest LML in the nation. And the cool part is as you can see, it's a crew cab long box. It's a full weight truck. There's nothing at all that's been shaved for weight wise. And we did a 72 and 2 369s for triples is when it made the power to go that quick. And unfortunately at the end the pistons just let loose. Everything else in the motor looked great actually. It was just the pistons that couldn't take it. He sprays it a lot, so we're thinking it was contributed to the nitrous as well. But Yeah, we're working on building a new motor for it, and Ryan's got a ton of good info on the new motor, and it should be nasty. We're gonna get it going, and we got some new turbos for it. We're only gonna work on going faster.
I'm really pumped for this build, guys. Stay tuned. As a matter of fact, leave in the comments below if you guys would want me to do a segment on this truck right here once everything's put back together. Fortunately, there's probably going to be snow on the ground by the time that happens, but at least I can get a startup video and we can talk more about this build while it progresses.
And here's the one of two that we'll be adding to that truck. Everybody likes turbos. With the LML out there, we were originally running triples. We did a lot of, he also did a lot of like grudge racing and whatnot, no prep stuff, and he wanted it to spool quick and still have the drivability, which the triples, smaller turbines, the smaller turbos as the atmosphere will get you that for sure. But we realize, and what a lot of you guys realize, is that the triples up top, upstairs, when you really start turning RPM, it limits you at times because there's just not enough turbine flow. So we're going to, we've gotten a different set of chargers, and we're going to try just a standard compound set. A big Garrett, it's a big a 102, and I believe a 76 or an 80 as the high pressure. And we're going to see, we're thinking we'll be able to make more power with this. We got a little bit bigger injector for the truck, and a little bit of tricks and tweaks with the transmission to try to, I don't know, our goal is 9s, but we'll see. We're in the 1080s. We want to get down to the 1050 and just incrementally make steps forward.
As you guys can see here, we have 3 turbos, which were originally on the LML build right here. And then he's going to install the 2 turbos. But the biggest question is, would you rather have 3 turbos or 2?
Well, the LML is in no state to go fast right now, but stay tuned. We're definitely gonna get back on track and see how fast we can go.
I want to see this thing at the track one day.
I want to see it in the 9s is my goal, but we'll see. It's a tall order, that's for sure.
Fastest LML in the world, guys. Is not anymore. Actually,
it's probably one of the slowest right now.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But very cool, very cool. Guys, make sure you stay tuned. This is awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.